Of Cincinnati's 64 homicides this year, 6 have been children between the ages of 14 and 16. 3 homicides were committed by children that age. Those responsible for evaluating the city's curfew ordinance and reporting to City Council told us this summer that they had neglected to do so for the last several years, but they promised that they would within 3 months. Well, that was 4 months ago. David Witter is now following up. David?
Thanks, Cami. Those numbers that you just gave, they were just homicides. There were likely many other teenage victims and perpetrators of other crimes this year. Did they all happen after curfew hours? No. But as Chief Isaac told us over the summer, nothing good comes from kids being out after midnight.
You have young people that are out at 2 and 3 in the morning. There's something going on in that family.
Chief Isaac in July addressing homicides of 2 14-year-old boys. He reminded parents of the curfew ordinance, 15 and under in by 10, 16 and 17 in by midnight. We told you if police catch violators, they can be arrested. Parents get 1 warning, then they can get a misdemeanor. We also told you the curfew ordinance says the Human Relations Commission is supposed to evaluate the efficacy of the curfew laws and report back to City Council annually. Why do you suppose that wasn't done?
Yeah, that's a good question. I can't answer this. It just got away. That's the best thing we can say. It has gotten away, and we obviously got to get back to it.
Mr. Booth told us he would have a report to City Council in 3 months. It's been 4, and it's not been done. So we did an evaluation by looking at Cincinnati's own statistics, looking at the number of calls police receive for potential curfew violations. 2017 jumps out, 109 calls for service. Of those, police made 66 arrests. The remainder, a combination of the minors being GOA, or gone on arrival to the scene, or advised. The officer told the minors to go home. The following year, 2018, the calls for service dropped to 39. Only 5 of those responses ended in arrests. The other 34, again, were things like the minors were advised and sent on their way. By 2019, the calls for curfew back up to 60. This year, only 2 ended in arrests, the remaining 58 either advised or GOA. Again, in 2017, 2/3 of the responses ending in arrests. In 2018, the calls to police dropped by 2/3. Then police stopped making arrests, and the number of calls increased by 50%. One could conclude from the statistics that when police arrest minors for curfew violations, calls go down. When police merely advise minors that they are in violation and send them on their way, calls go up. Community liaison Reverend Peterson Mingo says if parents cannot keep their kids home, police need to.
The kids need to be basically taken into custody and delivered to their home.
The police, Paul Booth's Office of Human Relations, and Vice Mayor Smitherman, who chairs the Law and Public Safety Committee, they all declined interviews for this story. I did receive an email from the city manager's office late this afternoon, which outlines ways that it is speaking with community groups about curfew and engaging youth and developing a strategy for 2020. Cami.
All right, David, thank you. And I know you will keep an eye on that and report back to us.